After being left in the dark for what felt like an immeasurable amount of time, Yellowstone actors have finally started releasing crumbs for fans about what they can expect for the upcoming season, and we're eating it all right up. Listen, we were starved, okay? So in this video, let's talk all about Tulsa King's debut, Yellowstone's Season 5 premiere, and 9 things to remember about Yellowstone before the new episodes come in. First off, Yellowstone's Season 5 premiere. Partnering with AMC, MTV Entertainment Studios, and 101 Studios will debut the new season in over 100 AMC theaters. Releasing on the 29th of October, tickets are now available on the AMC website and the AMC mobile app. There's even a special promotion arranged for fans at several theaters. Attending members have the option to dress up as their favorite Yellowstone character to enter an online costume competition. This is a huge opportunity to win the show's merchandise. Those who attend will also get codes for discounts on the merchandise, product giveaways, and a 1-month free trial code for Paramount Plus. The show will make its return to Paramount on the 13th of November. Till then, the network has kept fans on their toes by releasing an exciting trailer back in September. With the 1.5-minute trailer barely quenching our thirst, at least there's the satisfaction of knowing there are only a couple of weeks left till we can finally get back to our beloved show. Next up, all about the Tulsa King debut. Created by Taylor Sheridan with showrunner Terrence Winter, Tulsa King will premiere on the same day as Yellowstone's new season, November 13th. The Paramount Plus series will be available on its streaming service and the Paramount cable television network. The main character, Sylvester Stallone, plays the role of New York Mafia capo Dwight Manfredi. As per the show's timeline, it begins right after Dwight is released from prison after 25 long and hard years. You would think after spending a quarter of a century in a hellhole, you'd come out to some form of a welcome, right? If you were naive enough to think things could take a turn for the better for poor Dwight, you're absolutely wrong. After being exiled by his boss to set up shop in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Dwight comes to the realization that his mob family may not be set out to act in that role as well. Coming to terms with the fact that they might not have the best intentions for him, he builds his own crew from a group of questionable people to help him set up his very own criminal empire in a place that for him is the equivalent of a new and undiscovered planet. Besides Stallone, the show also stars Andrea Savage, Martin Starr, and Jay Will, among many others. Meanwhile, the tickets for the premiere are now on sale on the AMC and the mobile app. Moving on, what do we know about the upcoming season of Yellowstone so far? Everyone say thank you to Cole Hauser, Kelly Riley, and Luke Grimes for blessing us with more details before we went absolutely feral. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, they revealed that the newlywed Rip and Beth might be off to a rocky start. Hauser, who plays Rip, said that there's some stuff Beth has dealt with in the past and that his character will be there to help her process all that. Riley, Beth, added that she's going to be fighting a war inside of her, and even though things might be difficult, Rip's love for her will be one of the very few things keeping her grounded. As for John, Kevin Costner spoke to Extra about how the upcoming season will feature him attempting to save his land from the people trying to get it for themselves. As for rumors of him dying, those are far from true, as Costner still thinks there's much to do. Fans can be rest assured that John Dutton isn't going anywhere for the time being. There isn't much known about the plot of Season 5 yet, however, we know that there might be new additions to the show. With the main cast returning, some fresh faces joining the season include Kai Castor, who will play the role of a young cowboy known as Rowdy, Lainey Wilson as a musician, Lily Kay as an assistant, and Dawn Oliveri as Sarah Atwood. Lastly, let's take a deeper dive into the record-breaking trailer of Yellowstone. According to Deadline, around 14 million people watched the trailer in just the first 24 hours of release, which adds up to triple the number of views that the Season 4 trailer got in the same period. The response to the new clip is a massive indication of how highly anticipated the upcoming season is. The trailer confirms that John Dutton wins the race for governor, as it shows him being sworn into the role. With the Dutton family making its way to Helena, it isn't going to be all rainbows and sunshine for them. John doesn't exactly have loads of support pouring in, and by the looks of it, he's probably going to have a bit of a clash with the CEO of Market Equities, Caroline Warner. Jamie has made his way back in the game and is serving as his father's political advisor. But surprise, surprise, much like most of the relationships we've mentioned before, it doesn't look like they're on the best of terms either. Meanwhile, Beth is taking charge as the new chief of staff, and she's ready to take on the challenges she'll have to face. This trailer already has us all on the edge of our seats with excitement. Now, for 9 things to remember about Yellowstone before Season 5. Starting off at number 9, Teeter and Colby. The bunkhouse wasn't so lively until Rip decided to bring in some female cowboys, Teeter being the best of them. Keeping in mind that romantic relationships weren't allowed, she still fell in love with Colby. They have an amazing romantic story though, and we can't wait to see what more is in store for them. For number 8, Beth's marriage to Rip. Beth and Rip are polar opposites, which makes them an interesting couple. Rip is discreet and mature, while Beth is impulsive and upbeat. However, there seems to be tension after the two can't decide on what to do with Carter, a boy Beth adopted at the hospital just before his father died. On to number 7, Jimmy and his new girlfriend. After being sent to a ranch in Texas by Dutton to learn how to be a real cowboy, Jimmy met his new girlfriend, Emily, whom he brought back to Yellowstone, causing a huge fight between his two girlfriends. Moving back to Texas with Emily is still not clear whether the new season will follow him back to Texas or Yellowstone. Moving on to number 6, Summer in prison. Higgins, an environmental activist, came to protest against the Yellowstone Ranch and ended up falling in love with Beth, the owner, instead. The two never really got along, and Beth later convinced Summer to lead a protest against the developers, which got her a reduced 8-month sentence due to John Dutton's influence on the case. We might see his feelings for Summer play a big role in Season 5. At number 5, Beth's boss threatened to finish her. Caroline, the CEO of Market Equities, agreed to work with Beth in the beginning, but instead of acquiring properties for the company as discussed, Beth stabbed Caroline in the back, benefiting herself instead. The season ended with Caroline furiously threatening to finish Beth. Yikes! At number 4, Case's vision. During a spiritual quest, Case met an indigenous American woman who showed him 2 paths that he was to choose from. After the journey, when his wife asked him about his visions, he said, "I saw the end of us." What we're hoping will clear up in the upcoming season is whether he meant the end of the Duttons or of the couple in itself. Coming up at number 3, Thomas Rainwater and John Dutton's H.A. Truce. The chief of the reservation, Thomas Rainwater, believed that the Duttons stole the ranch from his ancestors and wants it to be reverted to the Broken Rock Indian Reservation. Although rivals, the two surprisingly shook hands when a new group of developers tried to take the land from the Duttons. Rainwater even helped them defeat the Beck brothers after Tate got kidnapped. It's an unexpected duo for sure. At number 2, Jamie's cold-blooded murders. Accusing John of being evil, Jamie was far from an angel himself. He was forced to kill Sarah, the reporter to whom he disclosed the secrets of the ranch. After she was bent on still running the story though, even after he had changed his mind, he decided to put an end to her. Although he was regretful of the circumstances, that didn't stop his evil acts. Killing his biological father, Garrett, Jamie just might be turning into the cold-blooded murderer he accused John Dutton of being. Finally, at number 1, Jamie's new family. Jamie found out that he wasn't actually born into the Duttons and that his biological father, Garrett, hated his adoptive family. Jamie's relationship with his former campaign manager, Christina, also came with some shocking news, as she brought a baby she claimed was his. However, before Garrett was killed, he told Jamie to prioritize his relationship with Christina and the baby over the one he had with the Duttons. What are your predictions for the upcoming season? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for regular updates. See you in the next one.